Welcome to Diamond.Standard.Gaming, and today we are going to go ahead and build a skyscraper. We put a little survey out there, a poll, and we got a couple of responses, and building a skyscraper was the winner of that poll. So that's what we're going to go ahead and we're going to build today. So this one doesn't use a whole lot of different blocks, and it's going to be a three-part series for this. So we're going to use white concrete for the base. We're going to go ahead and use deep slate bricks for the walls. Then we are going to go ahead and use green glass for the windows. And that's pretty much all the pieces we use for this first part of the build. And like I said, it's going to probably be a three-part series, maybe a four-part series. We'll see how long it takes to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a 15 by 15 square of white concrete on the ground here. Alright, so that's how it looks when it's finished. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fill in the remainder of the foundation, essentially, of the skyscraper. So I go here and I fast forward a little bit so you don't have to watch me place every single block. And definitely let us know in the comments what you think about this build, and if there's anything you would want us to add to it or change to it. Like I said, it'll be a three-part or a four-part series, so next video on this will probably come out early next week. So if you get your comments in there and you want to see something in this video, leave us a comment after watching this and we'll see what we can do. Alright, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and build essentially two floors at a time, because two floors are going to be the same size, and then you'll see as we get further in the video, they will get a little bit smaller as you go up higher and higher on the skyscraper. So what I do is I find the center, and then I place a row of 5 blocks centered. And then I take those 5 blocks and I also make them go up 5 blocks. So when we're all said and done, we have a 5 by 5 square of glass blocks, which is going to become our window, or windows. And I go ahead and I put a layer of the bricks right on top of that window. And then I essentially repeat that whole process. So again, I go 5 more glass blocks up and 5 more glass blocks over. And you'll see in a second, I go ahead and I put the bricks right on top of that one. Just like that. And go ahead and top it off with the bricks. And that is going to be our second, the top of our second level of our skyscraper. And our skyscraper is going to be 6 stories high total. There it is. Then we go ahead and we repeat that process on each of the walls. So there's the second, third, and fourth set of windows complete there. Then what we do is we're going to essentially go from the white concrete up to the blocks on top of the second set of windows. Just like that. And then we're going to essentially do that all the way around the perimeter of our tower. I do try to do things in like stages, so I try to build the walls and then the windows usually, or like this case I built the window section, and I'm going to go back and fill it in walls. That way, hopefully, if you are building this, it's easier to follow along. Because I know sometimes if you jump around a lot, it's really hard following along at home. This way, it's like, okay, I can build this part and then I can pause it, and I can build this part and then I can pause it. And then I go ahead and I actually fast forward through the remaining, the 4 remaining corners. And I think I'm playing this back at 4x speed. just so you don't have to watch every single block getting placed again. I think that the video in total took about 30 minutes, and I think I was able to edit it down to about 15. Just trying to cut out the slow parts so that you guys, don't have to be fast forwarding through yourself and finding, where's the next important part of the video. So that's what our skyscraper looks like so far, with the 2 stories completed. Then, like I said earlier, as I go up, every pair of stories on this skyscraper essentially get one smaller. So what I do is that right there is going to be the outside corner on the next 2 levels of this skyscraper. So I just kind of go ahead and put a set of blocks on each of the new corner, the new exterior corners, just to give you an idea of how big it's going to be. And then what I do is I go ahead and I fill in a block right here, another row of blocks, because that's where the new wall is going to now lay. And remember, in the comments, please tell me what you want to see next, or would you like to see a certain type of material in this build, or would you like to see something a little different or something unique, something special in this build? Let us know, and we will go ahead and see if we can get that added in. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think I actually have to make it one more. So I go here and I double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, so I got to make it one bigger. Essentially, each story is 6 blocks high. So this is 2 more stories. So it's going to be 12 blocks high in total for the next pair of levels. And then I go ahead and I kind of cut out this part of me doing all the blocks, but there's 2 of the walls done, there's 3 of the walls done, and then right here we have all 4 done. So it's kind of, you can really kind of see it coming together now, and kind of get an idea of the shape and the size of the skyscraper. Now on here, what we're going to do is we go ahead and we count in 3, 1, 2, 3, and we count up 1 from the bottom, and we go 1, 2, 3. Then we skip a space and we go 1, 2, 3, and then we do the same thing from the other side. So we count in 3 now, 1, 2, 3, and 1 up, and then we make it 3 high. Skip 1 block and go 3 high again. And then I do leave this middle section open. There is room for a window there, but I figure when I go to do the inside of the building, I'll need space for like interior walls and stuff, so that'll be a good place to put an interior wall. And then right here, I'm just trying to figure out, where do I start the next set of windows? Because remember, this wall here is actually the height of 2 stories, so there'll be a floor in between these, and then another set of windows. So I'm just trying to figure out like where the next floor is. So right there, that's just temporary, that block, but that's where the interior floor will be when we add them in next video. And then we essentially do the exact same thing that we just did. We count in 3, and then we count up 1 from the bottom, and then we go 3 high. Then we skip a block, and we go 1, 2, 3 again. Then we go over to the other side, and exact same thing. Count in 3, go up 1, and then break out the blocks. 3 in, and then 1, 2, 3. Skip a block, 1, 2, 3, just like that. And then I go ahead and I fill it with the green glass that we're going to use. And I chose to use green instead of some other color just to give the build some color, because a lot of times you end up doing gray and white or something like that, so there's not a whole lot of color to it. So adding green windows, I think, makes it look nice. And you'll see on future builds we'll come back and we'll go ahead and add some detail in. We had some wood colors and some other things. So, and then what I do is I fast forward through all this, but I go to the 3 remaining walls and I cut the windows in. Cut the windows in and add the glass. And then I'm not sure when we go to put, you know, turn this into houses inside, when we do the inside, I'm not sure if, you know, each floor will be a single house or if we'll have some of the, you know, some of the residential spaces be 2 floors. We'll see what happens. That'll probably be a third build that we get to that point where we start designing the inside. Alright, I think that takes care of all the walls and windows on the 3rd and 4th floor now. Alright, and then again on the 5th and 6th floor, again we step in 1 more. So essentially this one, let's see, the first one was 15 by 15, the second set of floors was 13 by 13. So this one will be 11 by 11. As we get higher and higher, the build actually goes a little bit quicker, just because each of the set of, you know, floors gets, you know, or stories gets a little bit smaller. And then I do the exact same thing. So I go ahead and I count up 12 blocks, and I just double check here to make sure I have another 12 blocks. And then once I see that I have it all right, I go ahead and I fast forward it and place all the rest of the blocks around the perimeter for the 5th and 6th floors of our skyscraper. Now we were going to go ahead and build this in our village that we've been building, but we've been having trouble connecting to realms recently, so I just kind of went into this flat world real quick and decided to build it here and make a video for you guys. And Cars and Trucks just came down. Why don't you say hi to everybody?
Hi.
And Cars and Trucks was asking, he wanted to actually take our building and add some rooms and some house, you know, turn it into a house as well, so he might be helping out with the next video. Okay, and then this is the top of our skyscraper, so I'm going to go ahead and fill in the roof here. Okay, and that right there just about finishes up our roof. And we will come back in the next build and we'll go ahead and put like a giant antenna or something up on top of the roof, or a structure of some sort to give it a neat look, just so it's not completely flat up there. And then for these sets of windows, it follows the same exact pattern as the floor below. So you go in 3, then you count up 3, break 3. Then you go step over 1, break 3, count up 3, break 3 more, just like that. And then 1 more over here on the left hand side. So we go in 3, 1, 2, 3, then we break 3, 1, 2, 3, go up 3, 1, 2, 3, and break 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we go over, skip 1, do the exact same thing. Okay, that's how the windows will look on the 5th and 6th floors of our skyscraper. And then I go ahead and I fast forward again and put all the windows, cut all the windows out and then put all the windows in. Okay, just like that, and go ahead and add the glass in. And that there finishes our windows on the 5th and 6th floor. And there you're getting a really good idea of the size and shape of our skyscraper. And that will be pretty much finishing up our video here. So please join us next time, where we will go ahead and add the structure to the roof. We will actually cut in the door. We will add the interior floors. And then we will go ahead and add some detail to the outside of our skyscraper. Until then, have a great day, and thanks so much for watching.